A brave young man shares his story of survival in hopes of helping others. At a breakfast hosted by our own Steve Dunn, organizers raised money to help young victims of abuse. As K2's Margie Lynch reports, the Clackamas County Agency is trying to get funds for a new building.
Sharing a story, a victim of sexual assault. The perpetrator was a worker in his daycare. The feelings of betrayal experienced by a mother.
I wanted him to know that it was not his fault.
And a victim courageous enough to share his story.
My name's Craig Hull, and I'm here to talk to you.
Craig Hull, now a survivor, a grown man with a child of his own, told those present the importance of a service where child victims of abuse can go to be evaluated.
I know that what happens to me was not my fault. And to all the victims out there and their families, it's not your fault.
His mother, Jackie, talked about the pain and anger she first felt.
That's the worst thing that can happen. We feel like a failure.
Until she found a service like the Children's Center. The center executive director says they serve 400 children a year, suspected victims of physical and sexual abuse. They evaluate, interview, and examine them. With a new building they're working to create, they can serve 600 children per year. Governor Ted Kulongoski said today this type of service will always be important.
The type of society we have, there will be more child abuse. And what we have to always do is think about what's here today, but also plan how are we going to be able to handle the caseload in 2 or 3 or 5 years.
As Craig introduced his mom to the crowd, he described her heroic efforts, raising money for victims of abuse.
I was fortunate to have a mother who stood up in a time when many were quiet.
And explained how all victims need such an advocate, but don't always have one, making the Children's Center all the more important.
As few people have said, there's no better investment than in our children.
In Oregon City, Margie Lynch, K2.